Of our country's top leaders in firefighting that climate change is making wildfire danger increasingly worse. They gathered in Colorado Springs today to talk about the growing threat. Our Bill Folsom is live on the Springs west side with more on what they had to say. Bill?
Yeah, their message today included praise for Colorado Springs for being a leader in wildfire awareness, also prevention. That's why they held the briefing up at the Cedar Heights neighborhood, which is just up there on the hill on the west side. It's where Waldo Canyon came behind, but they fared quite well because they had done mitigation. But there was also a warning today, or a caution, saying that good mitigation, because of increasing danger, needs to get better. Flames from the Waldo Canyon fire crossed from National Forest land and into the Cedar Heights neighborhood.
When it hit the mitigated areas, it ran out of fuel. It dropped from a crown fire, dropped down onto the ground.
Cedar Heights resident Dick Standard says it allowed firefighters to douse and divert flames away from homes and property. Now mitigation efforts in the neighborhood are being used as an example of best wildfire prevention practices.
We're pleased as a community because we have all worked together on this. We have this sense of how important it is.
This is what right looks like. Where the ground fuels have been reduced, we give ourselves some defensible space.
Dr. Lori Moore-Merrill, the U.S. Fire Administrator, praises the work in Cedar Heights. She says this type of work needs to expand because of growing wildfire danger across the country.
In 2022 alone, there were more than 1.2 million structure fires, not to mention the 69,000 wildfires that burned more than 7.5 million acres.
Even though Cedar Heights was saved, other homes burned during the Waldo Canyon fire, and the destruction from fires continues in other communities across the country.
More than 46 million residents in 70,000 wildland urban interface communities in the United States are currently at risk for wildfire.
Fire bosses say this issue is spreading beyond obvious wildfire risk areas.
It's not just wildfire anymore, it's climate-driven fire.
Federal, state, and local fire leaders are now working together on the launch of a national fire service strategy. It's a plan that includes mitigation, fire prevention, early wildfire detection through technology, and expanded firefighter training and support.
We have to stay alert to the new risk and the new threats that climate change is bringing, and it is not a one-and-done scenario.
And the risk here in Colorado Springs, it is evident. You look across and you can see all the homes that are in that wildfire risk area. The fire chief today said there are close to 35,000 homes in our area with that risk. So we have federal, state, local now teaming up. The other point they said, without the community being involved, it does no good. In Colorado Springs, Bill Folsom, News 5.